Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today. I wasn't intending or planning a message for today because, as many of you know, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my working days where I work for a corporate organization. And basically, when I get back from an 11-hour shift, I'm so tired that I just don't have the energy, and I don't want to put exhausted energy into any videos because I want you to feel good when you watch me, and because I believe very strongly that I can transmit energies through these videos just like I receive your energies when I do your energy work and healing for you. And people have confirmed time and time again that they felt my energy even before I had the chance to record their summary of their healing session. So it's expected, but still surprises me every time. They'll text me and go, "Have you just done my healing? I feel so different." And it's truly wonderful. But anyway, the reason why I did decide to do a video now is because I was getting ready for bed. I actually had a nap straight after work because I was so tired. But then I had to put my bin out because it's bin day tomorrow. And of course, I can't forget that. I'll be stuck with smelly bins for a whole week. But as I was then getting ready for bed, I remembered something that someone had been talking about in work. Basically, I had to allow somebody to shadow me for an hour or so just to see if she would enjoy the work that I was doing. It was kind of a very impromptu, unplanned thing as well. She just jumped next to me and said, "Can I sit by you? Because you're the only one doing this today and I need to see how this goes." I thought, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no problem, got no problem with that at all. But then she's so chatty, this woman, and she just kept talking and asking me very personal questions. And this is the first time I've ever properly spoken to her. But I thought, I don't care, to be honest. You can ask me questions. I'm not as closed off as I once was because I'm firm in who I am as a person, and I don't really care in a way to shield myself from the world as much anymore because I have gifts to share. And if me talking with you about things about me helps you out in any way, which I felt it did with her, it gave her hope that her daughter may one day want to be go into university, whereas right now she's like, nah, I don't want to do it. But anyway, so I noticed when she was talking with me about love and relationships, things that would have triggered me, and I know for a fact it would have 100% done really bad damage to me. Not just years ago. I mean, years ago I would have been broken and in tears, but even a few months ago, I would have felt uncomfortable. This is why I kept avoiding my friends, who I've been friends with for such a long time now. Since 2009, we've been friends. But I was avoiding her. I mean, I would still respond to her messages if she texted me, but it was like, oh, please, God, don't text me about, my situation and when am I getting married and all this, because it's just, you cannot understand this journey that I'm on. And it makes me so uncomfortable to have to even try and skirt around the subject because explaining to you is just, you wouldn't understand. And so, these things that this lady was asking me were very triggering initially. She's like, wow, you've been single for those many years, and what, you were okay living by yourself for so long and not, being in a relationship. And I'm thinking, yeah, I actually was really happy in the end because yes, it wasn't easy, it wasn't easy initially. It is hard because you go through so much upheaval within yourself. Learning to love yourself is a tough process. Loving others is easy, but learning to love yourself is tough. But I learned that if you don't love yourself, loving others is very needy, it's very imbalanced, it's very searching for validation outside of you constantly. When you can love yourself and then you go to love others, it's so different. It's so different. It's so much more peaceful. And it's so much more pure. And there's not that fear of, oh God, they're going to cheat on me or they're going to do this or that or whatever. No, there's none of that. And this is why I felt so serene and so peaceful within my energy, and why I wasn't triggered by any of her questions and just happily answered them. And I felt that she came away from it with a sense of reassurance from me that anything can be done, and you don't have to live a mediocre life or be desperate or anything like that. So, yeah, this conversation actually, whilst it was quite intrusive initially, made me confront a lot of my old wounds, and they've healed because it no longer triggers me. If she'd asked me this when I'd first broken up from my 8-year relationship 6 years ago, I would have been in tears. I would have gone, do you know, I can't talk about this. And I would have been in tears because it makes me face the fact that, wow, okay, well, now, I would have seen it as wasted. Of course, now I realize it's not wasted. Everything is a valuable lesson in life. But at the time, I would have gone, oh my God, I wasted 8 years with this person. It's horrendous. Now I'm alone again. What the hell? I was in that exact state when I met my false twin, because the needy me was just grasping for anything and anyone. And as soon as I felt some sort of kindredness in our two spirits aligning together, I felt like, oh my God, this is the man of my dreams. Of course he wasn't. And this man was very toxic, sadly. He brought out this very self-deprecating side of me that I now, looking back at it, I would never talk about myself in that way. Even if it was for jokes, I wouldn't. And this is actually something I made a video on my other channel, Empowered Soul Journey. I talk about these things that can help you elevate in your own personal journey. It's not focused on twin flames because I want to be able to help everyone. And so I talk about things that can practically help people trying to get into new relationships, but in an elevated state so they no longer repeat the same old karmic patterns. But it can be applied to both twin flames and non-twin flames. I just want to be able to reach a wider audience that don't resonate with the twin flame journey. But yeah, self-deprecation is so, so damaging. And I remember this guy even called his mother, oh God, an SLUT. I don't know if I'm going to get, flagged on YouTube, so I don't want to actually say it. But this, these kind of things. And I was, of course, super desperate for attention. I kept laughing at his jokes, and these jokes were terrible. I should have never laughed at them. And I should have been strong enough in my resolve and who I was to not entertain this kind of behavior. But of course, when you're desperate, you don't see what you're doing. And so if that was me, of course, back then, oh my goodness, I would have been a mess. But today, I am so grateful that I have been put outside of my comfort zone, that I have been made to reflect on my life and how far I've come, how grateful I am to the divine and my love for helping me. And a lot of the help that he's given me has been through our soul connection. He hasn't said things, a lot of it is soul work. He doesn't need to physically see me or say anything to me for me to be able to resolve so many soul issues, because we do it in spirit. And this is a thing that people who are not on this journey will just not understand. They'll think you're cuckoo or making stuff up, but I can guarantee you, not making this up. I've had too much evidence, not just through my journey and my person, but through all of you who come to me for healings, readings, channeled messages, coaching, all of that. So much confirmation. And I also want to thank you for entrusting me and allowing me to help you with that, because it enriches my experience, but also allows me to then relay the messages that I'm getting through these readings and healings, and give it to everyone who's drawn to watch my YouTube channel as well. So we're all helping each other on this beautiful journey, and it really warms my heart. And I feel really happy and honored that I'm even able to do this, that you somehow connect with me through listening to my messages, and feel that you can trust me to help you. So I just want to use this opportunity to thank you all as well. But yeah, thank you to this lady. Very nosy, but very enlightening as well. Of course, she didn't mean to do that, but that's the beauty of the universe, helping you on your journey to love. So I thought I would share that message, and I hope that a lot of you resonate with that and can also look back on your journey to see how far you've come. I know a lot of you have. Many people I've spoken to in the past few days have recognized this within themselves. I'm so proud of you. You all know who you are. So proud of you guys, really. So I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I've just launched my full moon offers, so they're going to be on from today the 10th. Well, I'll be posting this after midnight, so it'll be the 10th of July till the 17th. So they'll be on for 7 days. I'll pop all of the links in the description box because they are YouTube only offers. The links are actually also on my community page. And for everyone who signed up to my mailing list, thank you. I've sent you the links. Actually wanted to rectify the initial links I sent up. I don't know what happened, but PayPal seemed to mess them up. So I have corrected everything and resent the email. So thank you for bearing with me and allowing me to learn from my silly IT related errors. But thank you so much, and I thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.